Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project365, episode 303. You know, I've been harping a lot about torso strength and building torso strength to resist torque or the fault at which the body twists while lifting weights. And you know, we spend so much time at gaining strength under these heavy lifts, whether we're squatting, cleaning, snatching, and we spend so much time under these heavy lifts that sometimes we forget about the small motor control exercises that give us the platform to support these heavy loads. GHDs are an awesome way to be able to do that as an accessory lift. And I want to go over two things today. First is a little cue that I think a lot of us miss, myself including, especially as I get tired. And two, how to add torso or torsional stability or gaining torsional strength while using the GHD. Okay, so I'm going to start out on the side so you guys can see me at profile. Now, one of the things that we tend to do here when we get on the GHD is we're fine on the way down, we keep our torso straight, all that stuff, but when we get up to the top, people tend to arch like this, and we kind of get this hyperextension here. I'm going to suggest that you guys don't think so much about how high you get, but I want you to get up to parallel, and then I want you to squeeze your buttock, and you're actually going to feel like you're twisting or almost doing a crunch. Okay? So if you think about, instead of coming up like this, you're actually going to think about doing a crunch. My hip angle opens more, right? So if I come up like this, but if I bring myself up straight and then think about doing a crunch or sucking my stomach from here, sucking my stomach in there, I think that's where we're going to get the best bang for our buck here. Because we don't care about the hyperextension, we care about lengthening the torso, and you can see how I'm almost doing a crunch as I squeeze my buttocks, okay? Buttocks have to be super tight here. So one more time. I come up, and instead of hyperextending, I'm going to get to wherever parallel is, I'm going to squeeze my buttocks, and I'm almost going to do a crunch. And that is what intensifies the exercise so much. I'll show it to you from this side so you guys see. So, as I come up, I'm almost going to, see how I come up instead of arching back, up, and then I'm almost doing a little crunch right here, but I'm elongating the body, squeezing the buttock and glutes. If you look at it from this view, you can see I come down. This would be that hyperextended position. You could probably see straight from there. And then I just elongate from here, squeeze the buttocks, and do a little bit of a crunch. That's going to keep that torso in a planked position and allow us to get the best bang for our bucks. We're really going to get into the glute and the low back, and we're not going to worry about hyperextending, putting pressure on those bony structures in our back, the facets and whatnot. So, now, how do we add a torso or a torque to this? All we're going to do is asymmetrically load our GHD. And I want you guys to do this with a super light weight. Okay? So here's what it'll look like. Same rules apply, except now our hands are going to be straight out, okay? I only need the hand that's holding the weight out. What it's going to want me to do is twist this way. So, I come up, I squeeze, make that little crunch, hold. Come on back down. Switch hands, come up, squeeze, do that little crunch, hold. Switch on both sides of that, and what we're going to basically do is resist rotation this way and this way, as well as get our GHD work in. I think that's really, really important, but not anymore or not as important as when you come up, make sure that we're not hyperextending and leaving the hip angle closed. Make sure that when we come up, we're really squeezing through the buttocks, and I'm kind of doing that little crunch to make that straight up and down line. Keeps our spine in a good neutral position, or what they call a spine sparing position, and really intensifies the contraction of the glute and the low back. Guys, I hope that helps you out. And until tomorrow, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.